Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you an easy method that I've been using ever since I started playing to make money. Well, most of you probably know this is the auction house. I'm gonna show you how I make my money easy. I don't spend my time here. You basically have to log into the game once a day, more or less. There's no problem in making money. I would tell you that to start making money with this method you need around 20,000 gold and then just build it up from there. Also, I would recommend you to use the add-on auctioneer. There's a lot of them right there, but I think the auctioneer is pretty simple for this. You don't need to be posting a lot, so you can actually use the auctioneer, go to the posting section and then just pick your item and just set the price per unit, then just change it per stack. Usually you put the stack here, the stack number that you want, and then this is how many units in stack that you want. I usually set up the price on 1 and then I just multiply by 20, like 20 here, sorry, and this is gonna give me the stack amount and I'll just pick how many stacks I want. So to start up the video, this is super simple. It's like basically I picked the Defiled augument runes to make my money on this patch. It's super, the logic for this is very simple. Until the content of the raids is over, all the guilds are gonna try to progress as much as they can, and most of them have a rule that for progress rates you need to use augument runes. So these augument runes, they despawn every time you die. So basically you need to use 1 extra every time you die, and if you're progressing you're definitely going to be wiping a lot, so we basically use 1 to 2 stacks every night. And that means like if you have a lot of guilds raiding, there's like 20 players doing mythic, and those guys are going to use those runes, and the market is going to be empty by that time. So but basically the balance, there's a good balance in this market, which means that there's a lot of offer as well, but there's definitely higher demand for this item, because as you can see, the stats is for all the classes, so basically everyone looks for this item specifically, and the rune drops basically in the looking for raid. So basically after you do the looking for raid, there's no other way to make it unless of course extra missions on the hall, or when the debuff and broken shore happens, that you can get extra ones doing world quests. That's actually what happened the last couple of days. So we had a debuff here that said that every quest that we did on broken shore or world quest would have a chance to give more augument runes. So what happens is the market gets flooded and the prices go down. I usually use this as a reference because I know that since there's a lot of people doing like selling and a lot of people buying, I know the price range always goes around 500. If there's no one tampering with the market, the price can go down to 200 something gold, and that's the point where I buy everything up to 400 gold. This is something that is, I can promise you this, you'll never lose money in this. This is very simple. I started a week and a half ago doing this method just to try it out, because I was using other things, and basically I needed to pay my subscription, and in 4 days I got my subscription, and now I have this amount of runes that I bought. You guys can tell that I bought like everything yesterday because the price was ridiculously low. It was like 200 something gold each rune, so I bought everything I could, and now it's the price is back to here. I could sell them all here with a 150 gold profit more or less, or 100 gold profit, but I don't want to. I know that by Sunday, if I just wait with all the stacks, I can just wait for all of this to get bought. Today is Friday, and on Fridays there's guilds raiding and there's less people doing looking for raid. Saturday is a day that there's a lot of people who didn't do it and they'll still do the looking for raid, and it's a day where there's extra runes coming to play. It's a tricky day because people also raid. So normally I abstain from selling on Saturdays. I usually pick Sundays as my Sundays and Mondays as my favorite days. And usually on Sundays you can sell, like you see all these stacks, like all of them, each stack I'm gonna put them for sale at 12,000 gold each. And at the end of the day I'm gonna sell them all, and you guys gonna see, I'm gonna show you the profit I made in 4 days. And I hope you guys just do the same, because honestly there's no problem. Like you can all do the same thing in the market. There's the price usually gets super low because there's people cutting each other and they don't want to trouble themselves with this. So basically just do it. People are not gonna hate you for that. Just do it, just as long as you don't put the price 3 times the normal amount. Just 20% higher is it's fine. Just do it 4 times a week or 5 times a week. Basically just buy everything the first 2 days and then sell them on the last 3, and you'll be able to buy 4 subscriptions or 5 subscriptions a month with no trouble. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. See ya. So let's see. Okay, so basically right now 260k gold. I still have this 3 stacks basically that I didn't sell yesterday because there was still a lot of people with the runes in the action house and I didn't want to put the price too low. Sometimes they stay for the next week. It's fine. I still made a huge profit. As you might remember, I invested around 160k gold, so I made 100k gold in 4 days. I didn't bother much on farming or anything. I just placed the thing on the action house, resold it, and here I am. Enough money to pay my subscription, and around 100k in 4 days without farming or wasting time. I just come here once a day before the raids start and I set my prices 1 copper below the highest price. So I just undercut them and I make sure I sell like around 10 to 20 stacks a day. Anyways, I'm gonna sell these next week. I'm gonna keep doing the same, I always do, and basically it's time for the tips. So how to sell them and make sure that you do not lose money with this method. So
you break it, you buy.
Basically when you are about to buy runes or to sell runes, let's say, what I do here is I look into the price that they have on the action house, and I know if I buy anything that's below 80% here, it's gonna give me a profit, because if I sell it for 95% or 92% or 100%, it's gonna be profit for me. So let's say that I get runes here that are around 310 gold. That's what I'm gonna try to buy. Hopefully there's gonna be 4 to 5 pages tomorrow and I'm gonna buy them all. Usually, like, if this was yesterday, I would buy this too, because yesterday was Tuesday and I could just stack them up and they would sell. But buying these at 400 on a Wednesday is not a very good idea, because it just restarted the rates. So people are bound to have more runes this week, and you're just gonna have people undercutting you all the time, and you don't want that. You basically want to buy the very cheap runes, keep the price above 400 gold by buying everything that's below it, and then just sell it on the 20 stacks page like all these people are doing here. These runes all sell. Like, there's a reason why this guy is doing the same thing. It's just he knows he's gonna sell all his runes and he's gonna make a huge profit. He's doing exactly the same thing. He keeps buying them very cheap and he sells them like me, and we basically make a lot of money. in a low population server, you have to be careful not to. Well, actually no, because this is very balanced. High and low population servers have the same demand and offer basically, because it's correlated. So just worry about buying them very cheap. Usual prices in my servers go from 270 or 80 gold to like 1,000. It really depends on how you set up the market. If you want to control this market, you have to start with more than 40,000 gold, and if you want to make sure that you sell, if you can start by 1 or 2 stacks if you want. If you find cheap runes, make sure that you start around 8 or 7 in the afternoon. Buy one or two full pages on the auction house that are cheaper than 300, and if you manage to buy all of the things that are below 400 gold, that's perfect, because that way you will be able to control the price, and then stack them up in a stack of 20 units, and make sure that the stack is 1 copper below the highest, so you undercut it, so you sell it super fast. Your objective is to sell as fast as possible, making a 20 to 30% margin. That's what you want. You want to sell as many stacks as you can with a 20 to 30% margin, because every stack is going to be between 2,000 gold profit to 6,000 gold profit. So basically, like if you sell 30 stacks in a week, you're gonna be making 60,000 from 60,000 gold to 240,000 gold, more or less. This is in 4 days with no worries, and it kind of depends on the price fluctuation. This is very normal acceptable price in my server. People buy it from this price, and then there's people who undercut it from 1 copper and stuff like that, as you guys can see. These guys yesterday they downed the price, so I had to sell my stacks below my normal price, and I made less money than I expected, but I still made 100,000 gold. I still invested 160,000 gold, which was enough to control the thing. And now I'm just gonna buy my token, and can actually just buy now, and I got 40,000, and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing next week. Okay guys, see you guys. Please subscribe. I'm gonna keep posting ways to make money on the auction house. I really like this method. This is a very consistent method that until the raids finish always works. But I'm still gonna add the TSM so we can snipe prices as well. And if you guys like it, just please subscribe.